So, today we're going to talk about how some people's reason for why is so strong that it defies explanation. Perfect example. In 1990, Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson, the heavyweight champion at the time. And, they in the ring. Mike, and mind you, Buster Douglas was like the underdog in this situation. Everybody knew Mike Tyson was he was big. So Doug comes out, he's getting knocked around silly, boom, 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 on the ground. They got him counting. Somehow he gets back up, and despite taking so many punches to the face, he beats Mike Tyson, knocks him out, which is something nobody had done before. And when they asked him, how'd you do that? He said, before this fight, his mom died. And his mom said, you will win. And he said, I'm going to win for my mom. And with that level of strength in his reason for why, he was able to defy any punches that got thrown at him, like punches to the face, to the guts, to the chest. If you would have saw this, you would have been like, bro, just stay down. Just stay down. But he said, no, I'm getting back up. And I want your reason for why to be not necessarily so strong you're taking punches to the face, literally, but so strong you can take these punches to the face figuratively. As in, let's say you want to become, run your own business. There's a lot that come with that. There's a lot of time that come with that. There's a lot of days where you're not going to make money. There's going to be a lot of days when you're going to lose money. There's going to be days when you're going to have, no money to spare. There's going to be times when you have to invest all your money into this. There's going to be times when you have to decide between... There's going to be a time when you're going to have to decide between, do I want to upgrade my quality of my product or my videos, or do I want to go hang out with my friends? Do I want to spend this money on cameras and lights and things like that, or do I want to spend it on an anniversary gift? Do I want, you're going to have to make tough decisions. And in life, you're going to have a lot of people, a lot of things that get in your way. It might be somebody trying to push you down. It might be a physical issue, you have the meeting you need to go to is in California, and you live in Philadelphia. So somehow you have to find a way to get from Philadelphia to California, and then from California back to Philadelphia. So you might have to have somebody drive you for 2 days straight. You might have to catch a plane. You might have to drive yourself. Maybe you might even have to catch a bus, hitchhike. Obviously, don't hitchhike because that's how people die. But I'm just using that as an example. And when that reason for why is that strong, you will overcome anyhow. For me, I'm not the strongest person ever. Far from it. I'm not the most in shape person ever. Far from it. But one day I decided, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna, get myself in shape. I'm gonna, put on some weight, put on some muscle, because I just be real skinny, tiny twig. But I went out there. I got the weights, maybe about 8-pound weights. At the 8-pound weights with the maybe 40. I think it was 30-pound done. Let me pause this real quick. 45-pound on bench press. And, it hurt. It was, for me, that was, real heavy. That was a lot of weight to me. But I told myself, I'm going to get this done somehow. I'm going to overcome it some way. And by telling myself that, I was able to achieve it. And now I'm at 165 on the bench. I'm lifting the 15-pound dumbbells. I could do heavier, but since I go for the number of reps as opposed to the weight itself, that's why I don't tend to go on the much heavier side often. But if you don't know the terminologies, you don't really need to understand it. You just need to process growth over time. And that was done over years. So if you have some big goal, some big ambition, I want to be the first millionaire in my family, or I want to solve world hunger, or I want to achieve something great, or something as simple as, I want to get in shape. Like, I might want to drop some pounds, I might want to put on some muscle, I might want to, do whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself in shape. That's no, like, super crazy ambition, unless you're saying you want to go from, like, 400 pounds to 150. In that case, that is, like, I wouldn't say revolutionary, I would say that's, like, massive progress. Like, that is massive progress. And if you can achieve that, I'm very, very proud of you. But regardless of what your goal is, regardless of what your ambition is, your reason for why needs to be so strong that nobody, nothing can come between you and your destination. Now, yes, sometimes your outcome, like the goal you might want, will change over time. Like, it might go from, I want to be a fashion designer, to I want to make art. Now, the reason for wanting to be a fashion designer is to express your creativity. The reason for wanting to do art is to express your creativity. And so the underlying principle remains the same, but the destination of painter versus Met Gala has changed. But the underlying principle of what it is that motivates you to get there has remained. And before you can, like, really target down your goal, you need to know, why do you want to? Like, you need to understand, what is it that makes you get out of bed and go, I'm going to make a YouTube video at 6 in the morning? What is it that makes you go, I'm going to invest all my money into this clothing brand? What is it that makes you do these things? Like, what is it that made Buster Douglas, after, getting pummeled, still say, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to win. I am going to win. There is no other possibility I will win. What is it that makes you get like that? What is it that, makes you decide, I'm going to become the best person, best parent, best brother, sister I can be? Because as long as you know your underlying principle, as long as you know what it is that motivates you and makes you push there, you can use that and apply it to every other aspect in your life. Like, if it's something like, I want to be the healthiest I can be. Well, why do you want to be that healthy? So I can live long and live a prosperous and, live a life where I can be 70 years old and I'm still walking around, still got my teeth, still able to stretch and bend down and, ride a bike. Because, you want to, the underlying principle might just be that you want to be around for a long time and for a good time. So you can take that and apply it from not only the gym to your food, to what you're learning, like your reading habits, what your, like the places you're going. Like, if you say you want to be around for a long time, for a healthy, a well-bodied time, then you can take that and apply it not only on, okay, my reason is I want to be around for a long, good time. So now you're in the gym, you're eating right, you're learning, so you're up to date on, like, what's going on, like, medicine, food-wise, like, if there's certain poisons in the food, you know what not to eat, you know what is the best thing for your body, these type of things. And you also know, well, if I want to be around for a long time, there are certain things I need to avoid, like bars. Like, maybe if you want to have like a little drink here and there, then that's fine, but you don't want to be in there every day, because that mess you up. There's really nothing you gain from it. Like, if you're grown and you want to, go out, celebrate a little bit, do what you want to do. Live your life. But live it responsibly. Live it with awareness of what you're doing to yourself. Now, that same format applies to whatever. Like a lot of people, their motivation is money. A lot of people are money motivated. And hopefully, I would love to be able to say that this is true, but sadly it's not. In an ideal world, people would have limits to what they would do for money. In an ideal world, people would have a limit to what they will do for money. But if you take the idea of you will do whatever it takes to achieve this goal, you will stop at nothing to achieve this goal, then you're going to get there. You're either going to get there or you're going to get pretty darn close. Like, if you're willing to, let's take a good example here. If you're willing to get 5 hours of sleep a night, if you're willing to take all the money you have and put it into this business idea, if you're willing to sleep on a mattress on the middle of the floor while you got no furniture, and that's what it takes for you to get your master's degree or afford your college tuition, and you're willing to do that, then you're going to get it. You are going to get it. And I just want you to keep that in mind. Like, your reason for why has to be stronger than any how. If you need to get to the bus stop and you only got one leg, then you gonna hop. If you don't got no legs, you gonna crawl. If you got no arms, no legs, you gonna wiggle. And if you don't got anything else, like if you can't wiggle, then you might have to, like, I don't know, get you a real nice friend to carry you. But the point is, when that why do I do this? What makes me do this? Why do I want to do this? What is the goal in doing this? When that is stronger than the punches you take, the insults you get, the envy you receive, the hatred people might cast upon you, then you're going to overcome anything. Like, I'm living proof of it. I'm living proof of it. I've had so many people try to say, oh no, that's a weird idea, that's a stupid idea. I've had so many people say, that's just weird. That's crazy. Why would anybody want to buy that? Why would anybody want to listen to that? Why would anybody want to read that? Why would anybody want to watch that? Like, watch that TV show or something. Yet, I'm living proof of it. And I will continue to be living proof of it. Every day. Every day I step out that bed, I'm living proof that when your why is strong enough, you will overcome anyhow. I'm not going to go into detail on the stuff I've overcame just yet. But there will come a day, there will come a time when I make that public. And when I do that, I want you to remember this video. My why was so strong, I overcame the how. My why was strong enough that I overcame what seemed like impossible odds. And I wish that for you. I wish that no matter what, you never give up. No matter what, you keep it pushing. You keep that goal in mind, you keep that ambition, that fire in you. And I hope the best for you. I love you. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Have a beautiful rest of your day.